Hey, hey, Jason, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Okay. Hey, do you like that?
Oh, I like that.
I like that too. Let's get it started. Hey, Raider Nation, welcome to the Cover 3 show. As you can see, it's only a Cover 2 show for now. We don't know if Chewy's going to be here or not, but in the event he don't come in, we're still going to do the show. Hey, Mr. Jason, how you feeling today?
I feel good. I feel good, man. I just kind of peeked at my phone while I was at work, and I seen the news, and so I was like, "Damn, I can't even really enjoy it." You know what I'm saying? Like, while I'm here, but now I'm reflecting on it, and I like it. It could have been worse.
Yeah, I like it too. Because, we've been talking about we need a veteran quarterback because we only had one on the roster, and that was AOC. I don't really consider him a veteran quarterback. He only has 17 games under his belt. But what I do like the fact is that they signed him. Came out of nowhere. I didn't think Kirk Cousins was coming because I wanted to sign Flacco, but he went to Cincinnati. So I said, well, who's left? Kirk Cousins and nobody else. Well, Russell Wilson, but did you want Russell Wilson? Be honest.
Now, a few years ago, yeah, but not now. I feel like I like. I think like you said, I think it's a safe option. Yeah, because he doesn't turn over the ball a lot, which has been the talk of the talk of the town. But I Flacco would have been cool too. Like I really just wanted somebody that could not somebody second string, but somebody that was a legit starter. You know what I'm saying? So Kirk Cousins been there too. The only thing I worry about is our wide receiver core. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure he was. I don't know if he was there when Naylor, what's his name, was there because I think he's a younger kid. But so I don't know how close him and Naylor will be from the Minnesota days. But yeah, that's what I just worry about the wide receivers. Like, will we target now with Kirk Cousins? Will we kind of target wide receivers more in the draft now and get him some weapons, or what do we? What's the mindset right now?
Well, the good thing about that is that he knows Kubiak's system. He knows Kubiak's verbiage. He knows how the system is being ran. So it's more like he's gonna be the coach on the field. He's gonna like, hey, till when Mendoza comes, hey, when Kubiak says this, that's what he means. It means do it like this. So Kubiak, well, he's not a quarterback coach. They got a quarterback coach anyway, but still, having that veteran presence for a rookie is always a great thing. We can mention like Patrick Mahomes. He sat behind Alex Garcia. Um, Jordan Love sat behind Aaron Rodgers. And look at those two guys doing pretty well, I think.
You said Alex Rodriguez.
That's Alex Garcia. As I said, Rodriguez Garcia.
No.
Yeah, this is Alex Rodriguez. Alex Garcia. Sat behind him. So some quarterbacks come in there and do great. Sometimes they go and get their lumps and then they come and be great quarterbacks. Peyton Manning for one. But it's always good to have a quarterback, to me, sit behind a veteran, and learn a few things, whether he starts day one or not. I mean, Kirk Cousins, if he starts day one, you know that quarterback 2 is, or 3. You know, that'll be decided. I don't know if they're gonna have AOC as quarterback 2 or AOC as quarterback emergency quarterback. I don't know. We got to wait till all the OTAs and all that stuff. But now they officially have 2 quarterbacks. They don't have 3 yet. Draft's not here. But one more thing I'm gonna say is I remember a guy named Mitchell Rentz always talk about getting Kirk Cousins a while back, and I would say he was too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's too expensive, and he was. You know, he signed that contract with Atlanta. I said many times in the past, Raiders will put all the eggs in the basket there to a huge ass contract, and it doesn't work out, or they leave for somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to see him do with Kirk Cousins. Well, we see what happens. Atlanta signed that big money, and he's gone.
Yeah. Dixon so,
Mr. Dixon Sider, welcome, dude. Welcome. I got 2 X's in your name now.
Nice.
2 R's.
Like for Kirk Cousins, I feel like, you know, if we had got him any sooner, he would have been coming off that injury. You know what I mean? Like now he's kind of a couple years coming off that, and we get, I think, a better version of him because I think last season he kind of shook the rust off a little bit, but I think now, you know, now he'll get to, and I forgot who else was. I think it was Ben. Shout to Ben. We were watching Ben's show, and he was talking about where, you know, Kirk Cousins, you know, he was pretty much, he had to move on because they were going with the young kid, and you know, basically he came there set thinking he was going to be the guy, and you know, for whatever reason, you know, they went with the younger kid, but you know, remember when he came in, he took somebody's job too. He took RG3's job. You know what I'm saying? When he came in, because they both got drafted the same, you know, same draft, and it's just RG3 got hurt, and then he came in, and you know, the rest is history.
Yeah, at that time the Redskins. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so
the same year. But
yeah,
going back to Atlanta, because they signed him before the draft to all that big money. So signing that quarterback to that much money pretty much tell you you're going to be the starter. And then what Atlanta do? Draft Michael Penix.
Yeah.
So that kind of hurts your soul when you see that you pay me this big money. I know I'm going to be the starter. Now I got to that draft this young guy, and then you're going to tell me like, well, eventually he's going to be the starter. What? What? No, I'll be pissed. I'll be like, okay, you know what? Forget it. I'm not gonna help I'm not gonna help Michael Penix. They're gonna start a job. But now, coming to the Raiders, Kirk Cousins is no idiot. He knows what they're gonna do. He already said it. I know I'm gonna mentor the new kid.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows what he coming into. So, you know.
And then think about, like, you know how we've always compared, like, the last couple of years of our quarterbacks compared in the AFC West, like Mahomes, Herbert, Bo Nix, and now we got Cousins. So where does Cousins stack up in the AFC West now?
Well, 2 things with that. I don't think it's gonna stack up against the Mahomes, the Bo Nix, and the what was the other guy? Sherbert. I don't know, you can't compare to them yet. For one thing, they already played for their teams in the last couple of years, last few years. So I can't compare and contrast yet. His play style when he was with Minnesota and then Atlanta was pretty decent. But the other thing he has edge on, with that being said, is that he already had experience with Kubiak. 3 years of Minnesota. And see what happened in 3 years of Minnesota with Kubiak, what did to him. Made him look pretty good. Mm-hmm. So that's another edge. We just got to wait to see on the field how it translates. Because, like you mentioned earlier, we receivers. Well, we got receivers. We got 9 of them. But we'll see how that. We got to see how that translates.
Yeah. Yeah, and it is kind of sneaky though, because you know it's a new era for our wide receivers, and of course they're all young, so you know it might be a good thing. You know, they won't know who is the guy, and that might be the the element of surprise we need. You know, instead of them double. You remember how we had Devontae and Jacoby? They would just double them or double Brock, and let everybody else cook them. But
Jalen Waller about to fry y'all. Yeah, well, whatever, but
he about to be hurt. He about to be hurt before.
They had to trade for him. He's a Broncos fan. They had to trade or something fix him. Like, I wouldn't do that. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see the season start. But yes, I just the point is that I don't know. My take is doing a good goddamn job. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm doing a hell of a job. I mean, I never seen this before from the Raiders in actually none. I don't remember seeing stuff like what he's doing this year, his second year as general manager. He's just like making moves after moves after moves. Like, you can't go to sleep on him because soon you wake up in the morning, man. Breaking news. Like, what happened now? And I like that. And they're not saying players. They're not speaking of Kirk Cousins. They're not saying players that's on the end downhill on their career. Kirk Cousins might be, but he still performed pretty well. He did pretty good last year. Won 5 out of 7 games at the end of the season, so that's pretty good. Although you say, well, it was the NFC South is kind of weak. Don't matter. Each football team is a football team.
Yeah, Kirk can spin it. He can spin it, man. I like Kirk. He just never was on a team that I really cared too much for. But, as far as him.
Dick Snyder said it right there. That's a decade, probably 2-3 decades, because I haven't seen this happen in, I don't know, quite some time. And I've been around for a while, and you guys know that. Yeah. Somebody from Russia with love. Hey, thanks for coming in, man.
Sika.
How you said? I can't think of how you said it in Russian. That's. Anyway, forgive me. I don't know how to say it.
Shout out to Russia, man. Appreciate it. International.
I appreciate it. International. That's why Raiders are international. But anyway, going back to that, and what I mentioned earlier about Mr. Rance, much respect to him. I like some things, say something I don't like, but everybody has their own opinion, so I got to stick with it. He kept pounding the table from Kirk Cousins a while back for Atlanta signed him. I just didn't want that. I just want that big overpaid money.
Yeah.
Now he's here. And in case you don't know what the contract is, some people I got like, we're going to pay him that much money? We're not. I'm going to show you right now what we're going to do to him. What we're going to do. Pull it up. So, with that being said, I'm happy.
3 decades. Yeah.
See, there is this sports rack. So, Kirk Cousins this year is going to get paid $1.3 million from us. That's all we're paying him. 8.7 is coming from Atlanta. So that's $10 million right there. Next year, it's a $10 million cap hit. If by the third day of the new season, which is next March of the new football year. If he's there then, they had to pay him $10 million. And if he's there a little later, they had to pay him another $60 million. Well, we get to that later. But he's not costing us a bunch of money. $1.3 million cap hit this year is like pennies in a bank.
Yeah. Shit, we gave Minshew, what, 15?
Yep. Give him $15 million for nothing.
Yeah, so that's not bad. And then, season contract ain't that much. And then Mendoza is going to be, fair. So both of them together is not breaking the bank.
Mendoza's going to be a rookie contract for 4 years.
Yeah.
So, and then you get that 5th-year option, then we'll go with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, and then actually AOC is still on rookie contract. So we're paying the quarterbacks now, the ones here in the building now and the one in the future, really pennies on a dollar for 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah. Less than what we gave Geno.
Yeah. Because I guess AOC still raising his last year on a rookie deal. So, what are we doing? We're doing things right for a change.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I thought we did things right, last year, but boy, I was mistaken. I was wrong. I admit it. I thought we had adults in the room. I thought we had the potential to do something last year. We got all that food's ghost. Like my boy Leo said, we got catfished.
Yeah, I definitely believe the hype, man, because I've never seen Pete Carroll, struggle for like, especially consistently. He'll have his like first year struggle, and then after that, he figures it out. But yeah, I guess that. But I mean, we were a mess the year before that too, so it wasn't like he was coming into a winning situation. But I mean, it was crazy. Our expectations, all the wrestling and having fun and everybody, like we got lost in that. And then what we seen on the field, especially after the first win, was that a fluke? You know what I'm saying? Were we supposed to win that game in the first place? Because I mean, I feel like that gave us hope, and then we hit them Chargers, and then they tuned us up, and they kind of showed.
Well, there's one thing. See, that first game, we could have lost that game, but we had made some couple good plays. That one catch that Thornton made, that saved the drive. But we could have lost that game easily. And you got to remember that was Vrabel's first year there, and that was your boy, offensive coordinator. He was there, so it was all new to him, just like it was new to us.
Mm-hmm.
So we could easily lost that first game. And then, like you said, we were hyped, we were ready, and this is it. Then come play the Chargers. What did GM Smith do? The first play of the game, throw an interception. Went them downhill from there.
Yeah,
downhill.
We should have knew right there. It was going to be a long one.
Yeah. So I was saying though, we're paying pennies on a dollar for these quarterbacks, dude, and I'm good with that. So you know what? I'm happy. I'm glad they did something. I can't wait till next season. I mean, this season coming up. Looks good on paper, but we won't know until we see this on the field.
Yeah. We'll officially have 2 quarterbacks. Like I had heard a couple takes where people, were talking about the timing of it too. Like he has his pro day the day before, and then all of a sudden we signed him too. And I think it's a small thing, but it's not as huge as I think it's that okay. I think they've seen something. They're not going to tell you what it is, but they seen something that's saying, yeah, we need somebody that can sharpen these tools. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I think with somebody to come in and help bring him along. And they picked a good, a pretty, I know, see that. So my point for this is they talked about like how he doesn't want to mentor, or whatever. I mean, but like as a competitor, like it's not, I want you to learn everything. Like if you're, say you're backing me up, whatever, I want you to learn everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to teach you all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, if your success is my success, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to fail, because if you fail, we fail. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to teach you everything. But at the same time, I'm focused on winning for my team. I'm the starter, so my head is, if you got questions, I got you, whatever. But my mind is on winning. My mind is focused on winning. So that's the thing. Like, you have to have that mentality, because if you have that mentality, like, oh, I don't care. Hey, if he takes my job, hey, he takes my, no, hell no. I'm gonna die on this field before you take my job. But you know what I'm saying? But that's the I ain't mad at that because I'm trying to win. And then if I don't know, you can't think like that because if you even downplay that and get into that mentality, like, okay, well, hey, it's a competition. No, this is my job, and I'm not giving it up. That's just straight. That's just how I would attack it. So I'm not mad at him. I would be like, hey, I'm the starter. So until somebody takes me out, then so you guys work your butt off and beat me out. But till then, it's mine.
All right. His situation was going to Atlanta. He knew the starter. He was a starter for a minute, but they come find out they drafted Penix that he wanted to. Well, you're gonna start for a few more now, but this is our quarterback going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, why would you tell a quarterback that when you pay him all this money? I don't know what they were thinking about. And when they drafted Penix, I was like, in the first round, like, what are they doing? So, but that's on them. Now they got what? Tua?
Yeah. I mean, but it just shows you. It just shows you where they are. Same franchise, shout to Michael Vick, but they gave him a large contract too.
Yep. They got Tua. So you tell me Tua is a better quarterback than Kirk Cousins? I don't see that.
Yeah,
I'm not saying Tua is a bad quarterback. I'm not putting him down for any reason whatsoever. So don't get me wrong on that. I'm just saying I don't think Tua is a better quarterback than Kirk Cousins. Tua had different skill sets than Kirk Cousins. Tua can got the pocket and run. But hey, we don't do phase. Tua's going to have a comeback. Man, maybe hope Atlanta hope he does. But I still don't see that.
He said, "Yeah, Tua is a little better than 40-year-old Cousins."
Well, Cousins not 40. He's only 38, 37. I don't know. I still don't see that. But, I put my marbles on Kirk Cousins because he had, like I said, he won five out of 7 of the games of last season. He almost got him to the playoffs, almost. He did get hurt. He got hurt in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
It took him a while to come back. So once you get an ACL, man, you can't come back next week. That takes time.
Oh yeah.
So, but him having on a Raider roster, yeah, why not? A veteran quarterback, where if in fact Mendoza beats him out and gets a starting job, fine, so be it.
Mm-hmm.
We got a veteran backup just in case it goes south.
Yeah, as I said, we went from no quarterbacks to having 2. Or it will be, will be 2.
Yeah, that makes sense. What you're saying, Paige. Like I always say this: different systems, different players work better in. Some players might not work on your team, although they may be good, but different players and different systems do better. They do what they run because every team will run the exact same system. So that does make a lot of hell of a sense. Good point. Good point. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna give you a applause for that. Makes a lot of sense because, like I said, it depends on the system you're running. Like I said, since Kirk Cousins already know Kubiak, he knows how he runs the offense, everything else. Who to say that he might come in here and light it up, take us to the playoffs? Why? I don't know if we are or not, but what if he does? Because you see what Kubiak did. Okay, Kubiak did with Derek Carr was in New Orleans. They'll light it up. You see what Kubiak did with Sam Darnold in Seattle. They were light it up, but I think they won a Super Bowl this year. I'm not mistaken.
I'm pretty sure.
So, Kirk Cousins come here, you already know it. Oh, that's going to benefit us a whole lot. And they only paid at $1.3 million this year? Come on, give me a freaking break.
Mm-hmm. But Chris, don't talk too bad about Tua because after his tour with Atlanta, I think he might be a Raider.
I'm not putting Tua down at all. I'm just saying. Now Tua has some good years. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not putting Tua down. I'm not like that. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback at all. I'm just saying that they chose him over Kirk Cousins. So must be a reason. I don't know. Maybe Kirk Cousins won't be here anymore. Who knows?
Yeah.
They released him, so it must have been something going on in there. But if they Tua come in there and blow it up and then go to the NFC championship game because of Tua, hey, so be it.
Yeah.
They made the right choice.
That's crazy.
So you want a Tua?
Yeah. I did like Tua, but then remember he had that hip thing coming out of college, and that was kind of, I don't know, I just kind of skipped over him after that one. But just because we didn't need to injure somebody that one hit away from an injury.
That too, plus all concussions that too. That's dangerous as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What's that? You get your quarterback in there first play of the game, get hit, concussion protocol, he's out.
Out of there.
Yeah. So, I didn't want that neither. But anyway, so what's so funny is that I was watching some of these shows, and I think I was watching Rich Eisen. Shout out to him. He was talking about they're the same, Mendoza and Kirk Cousins. One, they're both dedicated Christians in the most sinful place in America. Probably I don't know the world, but they're gonna be Christians in the most sinful place in America. So they won't be no distractions. They believe in their faith. Two, they're quirky. Quirky? Well, get that word out. Quirky. They have their perks. And just like, and like, yeah, they are. I kind of looked at it, like side by side, like, you're right. They're the same. It's just that Mendoza is bigger and younger.
Yeah.
So they gonna get along real nice. Go out see them in church together. Yeah, all right. So I'm all for that. I'm all for them having that connection. See, that's the one thing that when you have an older quarterback mentoring a young quarterback, if they don't have that connection, then it'll be hard to kind of talk to them, kind of like tell them, because you can say like young people these days, all this older people say, I ain't listening to him, you don't know nothing. Well, you should listen to him because not only he been through that, but he know he been through it and he know how to deal with it, and he got out of the situation if it was bad. So why not listen to him? That's some people, like young people, don't be like, he don't know what he's talking about. Oh yeah, he does. Like you're a kid, your dad might tell you something like, I ain't listening to that. They don't know. Oh yeah, they do. Remember, they were your age once.
Yeah.
And so, but you don't have that connection to talk to each other. It's be harder to listen.
Yeah, it's even worse now. I think, can OJ be considered the GOAT?
Can OJ be considered GOAT?
Never mind. I'm not gonna say.
I'm not
gonna say what I was gonna say.
If you don't call a run back, that's one can run back.
Yeah, running back wise, somebody.
I'll call him Barry Sanders. Anything else? And then second place would be Walter Payton. But in that, he did rush for 2,000 yards, the first quarterback in a 14. How many games they played? I think 12, 14 games. So yeah, he did that. But nah. After that, he did anything. He didn't do nothing. I don't want to get into that. He did good at USC. That's all I can say. But other than that, he did nothing else. So what was I going to say? I lost a train of thought when you put that question up there.
Nice. 14 games.
What was I saying?
Oh, yeah. That he did it in 14 games?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is wild, though.
Yeah, 14 games.
Shit, when you think about that, that's crazy.
Yeah. So we're gonna
Shoot.
see. So
Shoot.
I think the Raiders just killed this free agency, man. They just knocked it out the ballpark.
Yeah.
It was like a grand slam ball hit out the parking lot, kind of grand slam. Like, Jesus, what are we doing? Well, we had to be patient. We got to wait. Because even his draft class from last year, we don't know what they're capable of because old Pete Carroll said he wasn't ready. So we could wait to see this year to see if they're ready. So going to the draft, well, what we say we needed? Maybe a nose tackle. But I don't know now. Looking at Adam Butler, he can play that position.
Yeah, Butler's been there for a minute.
Hemingway and McGeese, they can play that position.
If just one of them develops into, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it might not be both, but if at least one of them develops into a good player, that is cool. Because by the time, you know, Adam Butler's been pretty cheap for us. He hasn't really been charging a lot, so we appreciate that.
Yeah, he hasn't.
You know.
Give me a second. Let me pull up something right quick.
Gotcha. Has everybody seen Ty Simpson's Pro Day too?
No.
So I compared both, you know, just because I don't think he's a bad quarterback, like as far as like his talent, because he's got an arm, he's got, you know what I'm saying, like, but I haven't seen enough of him, you know, just this one season, but you know, I know he got hurt, he got his ribs, you know, or something like that, but as far as his talent, like he's got talent, but I just don't know how tough he is. I don't know how, you know, how that's gonna translate. But he looks the part. You know, it's I don't know. I don't know how close it's gonna be because I'm gonna look at because he's the closest, you know, so I'm gonna look at their careers. Because you know, like Herbert, Tua, when they got drafted together, you know, you kind of follow that draft class of like where because if Mendoza doesn't end up being good or whatever, and say Ty Simpson does, it's always gonna be the story. Like, oh, remember when the Raiders, you know, picked Mendoza over Ty Simpson, and Ty Simpson went on to win Super Bowl, you know, all this kind of stuff. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping. You know, that's why I looked at both, you know, just to kind of see because he was the closest to, you know, what's his name's out too? Taylor Greens, the guy from Arkansas, with all the you know, the speed and
I didn't see his pro there.
Yeah, I just want to look at his just to see how rough his passing is, or just what it looks like.
Well, saw him in the combine. He couldn't really make those throws, but like I said, he's fast, he's big, and this and that. Hey, Jack Kenner. Hey, Jack Kennedy, you want to come in the show? Because cover 3, we only have 2 people. You want to come be our third guy? Let me know. Hit me a thumbs up. I'll send you a link. Oh, that's right. Your link. I got to send an email. Never mind. But like I said, in the beginning of last year, right before the college season started, and so the you know, everything started, we was talking about who's going to draft as a quarterback. Who we need a quarterback. Everybody wanted Ty Simpson. Like I said, we thought we did that draft. And I said, yeah, okay, cool. Like I said, before Mendoza blew it all up. This went haywire on us.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you've seen him because you're a Cal Berkeley fan and you saw him playing at Cal.
Yes, sir.
I didn't watch it because my team don't even play the Cal anymore because they're in the ACC and USC's in the Big Ten now.
Y'all lucky.
Who lucky? We?
Yeah, y'all lucky. Last time we almost gave y'all that work. 1 point, I think it was 1 point. But you know, that's
do you really want to go there, man? Okay, let me go.
No, you know, we'll let that go.
Let's see how many natural I'm sure the cow win.
Ooh.
Oh, they gave us good players. I'm not gonna deny this. They gave us good players.
Yeah.
They gave us Marshawn Lynch. They gave us Roger. What's his name?
Deshaun Jackson.
John Jackson, Rogers. They're multiple players. I'm not doubting that. I'm not saying that, but anyway.
Your boy from the Chargers. What's his name? I always forget it. It's because he's a Charger. I always forget his name. What's his name? 13.
I don't care.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Jack can ask Chris4 and RNJ, are you boys? What are you talking about, boy? I'm older than you. Going to the Bakersfield event? Me and Sackton going. No, I got a cease and desist letter from Bakersfield. I'm not allowed. I've been banned. I don't know what I did.
Stay away.
Of course we're going, dude. Me and Jason last night already booked our tickets. So we're in. We booked our tickets and our room. So we're going. I'm going.
You'll be in.
I got my tickets. We'll see you there. As a matter of fact, I'm staying in the same hotel with Sacktown staying in. So I'll see him there. Fellas, I knew you Vatos would be on tonight. Mario and Matt, what's up, man? Fight on, brother. Fight on. Chewy's been busy a lot lately. He's doing a lot of things, so we don't know if he's going to appear or not. He got a lot going on. So, he'll do videos, might appear on live and then, but we don't know. We'll see him again.
Damn, he said. Nice. He said roomies. The roomies.
Yeah, we'll be in the same room, man. Don't bother me, my wife, man, while I'm there. I don't want you knocking on my door at 4 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Chris, I want to talk to you. And it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, you're still talking. I love you, Jack. Can't wait to see you guys. Almost there. A month and a half away. So, yeah, it's getting close. But as I said, me and Jason stayed for 2 hours, man, getting our rooms and our tickets together. So we're on our way.
Yeah, it looks like it's because on the map on the shows it says Chester, and I think it was 20. Was it 24th?
Mm-hmm.
I think, but I don't know if that's the real location. But I was trying to see what was in that area. But
well, I think we did last year. Remember, he was supposed to be at that park, but it was too hot, so he changed it. So he's probably not gonna put it out there yet till we get a confirmation on where it's gonna be at. So. The last place he had it, he couldn't sell me tickets. I remember the line was so long.
Yeah.
And it sold out because, fire department was dictated like you don't have so many people in the building.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of lost on that. So I don't think he wanted. I mean, the place was nice. That's the first time me going. Yeah. But I don't think he wants to have it where rare fans can't get in there because the line was still long after we got in. Like, Jesus. Like, it was wrapped around the building.
Yeah.
And they sold out. And so we had to go home. And can you imagine driving from somewhere far and then you say you can't get in? That's why I say when tickets go on sale, buy them early. That guarantees you can get in.
Yeah, that part. I'm getting in. Man, no turning back.
Jack tell me no after party. Yeah, no. I kind of want to stay married to my wife now. I'm too old to get divorced and try to find somebody new. So now I'm good.
We're on family time, man.
I don't even know I'm going to the after party. I don't know if I can because I'll be with me and Jessica gonna be together, and you might want to get back to this little girl, man, because my wife's volunteered to be the babysitter. So I don't know. That's something that will be determined.
Yeah, we're on babysit on back on Papa duty.
Yeah, so and then I know my wife's not gonna want to be here. Look. So we'll see.
Yes, sir. Did we talk about the pro day at all?
We're gonna talk about it right now. Oh, thank you, Jack. Appreciate that. I've been on both channels and they should subscribe. Like I said, I had a goal to reach 500, but right now I don't even care anymore. You know what? reason why I'm doing this, I'm gonna say this right quick. Reason why I'm doing it because I like talking to the Raider fans and like talking to the nation. I like expressing my opinion and hearing their opinion. So I'm not stressing to get to all that goal numbers because for a while I was stressing to do it, but now I don't even care anymore. So if you want to subscribe to my channel, please do. If you don't, no problem. You know, it's not going to affect me one way or the other. But anyway, enough about me. Pro Day. Go ahead.
Ooh, I mean, for me, like it was kind of just like, okay, I just didn't want to see anything horrible, like horrible passes. But I think it was safe. I think it was. I just kind of like what I seen out of him. Like as far as if you missed a throw, if you made a throw, we seen the same guy. Like he was reserved, but I feel like he was focused. You know what I'm saying? Like so. And it was almost like a poker face where you don't see that worry on his face. He's not looking spooked in the huddle. He's not looking scared. He's got that intensity, and he's commanding that huddle, and he's making it happen. So like that's what I was looking like. How when he did miss, what was his reaction? Was he on to the next play, or was he like, damn, beating this, this is my chance, and I'm blowing it. Just kind of how he responded. But I think. He had ice in his veins, man. He handled just biz. There was no defenders out there, so that's the thing. It was really, you take it for what take it for what it's worth. But I wanted to see a little bit more zip out of his arm, though. Like I wanted to see, like him really, because I felt like when I say safe, I felt like it was just, they were just toss and catch, And I just wanted to see, fire some of them things, like test the hands of these wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna have to go against, some big arms in the NFL. So like get them ready, but then showcase yours too. But I think it was more about accuracy with him. He was just trying to get the ball to the receivers, play it safe. So, but that's just what I wanted to see. I remember when I think it was JJ McCarthy's. Like you can see him fired at, like I know he's had his injury concerns, but like as far as his arm, like he was firing that thing. Like, and that's why, I just want to see that. I want to see a big arm quarterback. Not saying that he has a small arm. It's just some of those passes were a little short. There was that one where he overthrew, but I feel like Surratt was dancing a little bit too much and he kind of stumbled. So that's what kind of led to that one not connecting. But yeah, see, like Frank Weber said, like not enough sizzle. Like it wasn't enough like zip where it's just that ball's just firing out of there. But he has a good arm, and I think maybe that's why the Kirk Cousins thing was kind of they waited till after his pro day to kind of see what that arm really looked like and what that would look like in the NFL. Because like his wide receivers are they good? But I'm saying I wasn't really impressed, if that makes sense. Like I wasn't blown away, like, oh man, that they're okay, but I just feel like he doesn't have like a star unit where it's just he had a lot of guys that were working together good, and they won a national championship. But I'm saying like as star kind of like that star power, I don't really see any separation. But that's just that's my opinion.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a rebuttal.
Yes. Love it.
Pro Day. When I watched the Pro Day after an hour away from getting on the field, he was doing this. He was showcasing his teammates. Make sure you got the ball in a comfortable place. Throwing on the backfield to his running backs. Throwing to his tight ends. These are guys who's going to NFL draft. He was basically to me was trying to help them out. He was throwing the balls. He wasn't trying to force the ball in there and try to fire a ball where they got a chance not to catch it. He threw a long ball. He overthrew one. He threw 56 times. Only dropped 3. One he overthrew, and the other 2 were dropped. Okay, so I like what 87% completion rate or 97%. My math is off right now. But his pro day was basically he even said it on the podium. He was trying to showcase his teammates. All those guys were seniors. They're going to the NFL draft. And they had all 32 teams represented out there with looking. So to me, Mendoza has nothing to prove for himself. Nothing. If you watch all 16 games he played in, that's proof enough.
Yeah.
He proved it on the field when it counted. Going to the pro day, just highlighting what he can do. So what he did, well, he knows he's going number one. He knows where he's going. You don't want to prove anything to the Raider brass. No. So I'm gonna go help my teammates out that help me get the national championship, help me get the Heisman Trophy, help us go undefeated, help us win the Big Ten title. Yeah, I'm gonna help these guys out. They help me out. That's what he did. That's what he was doing. Because I seen him throw the ball and say, usually have more zip on it, like you said. Now you mentioned J.J. McCarthy. Yeah. He had to do that because he wanted to get drafted as early as possible. He had to go out there and though he was out there for him, not for the rest of the teammates, for himself. Mendoza is selfish. He cares about everybody else before he worries about himself. So that's what he did. So they say Mendoza dominating in pro day. No, yeah, of course they're gonna say that. But the those you want to see, they need to be seen. We saw that during the course of the season.
Yeah. Somebody said too they didn't really work the outside, like that sideline, because in the NFL we're gonna have to, but I mean maybe they're just gonna showcase that in game. You know what I mean? Maybe they were just like, let's keep it simple. But yeah, I also wanted to see some more sideline work.
Yeah, well, he threw the balls that that was comfortable throwing it for the receivers for the guys he's throwing it to. So but you seen all that though. You seen that in the record. So pro day is like basically like the underwear Olympics. It's like combine. You're not gonna see the best out because they're not padded. Ain't nobody beating down his neck, chasing them, trying to tackle him on the field. So yeah, it's a relaxed atmosphere. He do all the throws that he need to do. And like I said, he was there to help his teammates out. To get him get higher in the draft pick or get drafted at all. So that's what he said. So, pro day was like, pro day. So
yeah.
A question off topic. Either you're coming to Sacramento to shenanigans, Bill Romanowski is going to be there, plus the Sacramento chapter. I don't know. I didn't even hear about that. I don't know if I'm going to Sacramento. I really don't like Sacramento.
Yeah.
Hope you're all right. Well, what's wrong with me? I'm okay. Am I stuttering? But I'm fine. But thanks for asking, Frank. Yeah, so I don't know what the big deal about it is. I mean, we know where he's going. Like I said,
yeah.
we know the one draft. They even had dinner after the pro day. He still sat down and had dinner with him. So he knows where he's going. You don't take a person dinner like we're not gonna draft you. We just want to have dinner with you. I'm not gonna waste my money and you're not gonna draft you. No.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they didn't take him out to McDonald's or Denny's. I'm sure they took him to a nice restaurant.
Or Wendy's or something,
Yeah, right.
Some classy.
Yeah, I'm sure they took him to a nice, steakhouse or wherever. We don't know where they went. And they discussed things with him.
Mm-hmm.
The report showing I know a source said that they told him about Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
And they probably already signed the deal with him anyway while they was talking to him.
Yeah.
They said, Kirk Cousins, we're going to draft you. Kirk Cousins will come in. He's going to be your mentor. So, and okay, what can I say? You're going to draft me? Okay, we don't want to pick. What am I going to do? Say no? Don't pick me? No. He knew that. Frank Weber said Olive Garden. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
sir.
my daughter's favorite restaurant. So,
Wait, give me 1 second. This is Amazon.
sure. Sure. So as I was stating, man, the pro days to me is it's a controlled atmosphere. They have the schedule, they have plans, they know everything is scripted. Like those reality shows back in the day, everything is all scripted. We know exactly what we're gonna do, and that's what he did. He was showcasing his players. That's all he was doing. Check in. What are you talking about? Chris4 Sacktown has knee surgery and getting better. Yeah, I talked to him last night. He was on the Europe show. I talked to him last night. I know. Yeah, he says he's gonna give me that cane when I get there. I'm gonna remind him too. You make sure you give me that cane. I like that cane. But I don't even cane that much no myself, but I still need one. Hey, thanks, Jack. So tell me in the chat, what's your thoughts on this pro day? Was it good to you or was it so-so? To me, it was so-so. I wasn't expecting much. And guess who we have in the building? Chewy Raider coverage.
What it do?
Wow, man.
I made it. What's up, brother?
Welcome to the show, man. Yeah, we need your thoughts, bro. We need your thoughts. Hey, guys, get in the building and Chewy.
Hey, salute to everybody, man. I've been busier than a motherfucker, bro.
That's what I tell everybody. See, he's busy, so he got to do his thing. What's up, bro?
Oh, not much, man. Well, I was so busy, I didn't even get to watch Pro Day, to be honest with you.
You didn't miss nothing? Really?
No. We're not excited. That's what I heard.
Well, like I said, we know what he can do. We've seen that he won a Heisman.
Oh, yeah.
Won that. Won a
Undefeated.
the Big Ten championship. He won all that. And we know where he's going. So he has nothing to prove out there.
Yeah, he's him, you know what I mean? Yeah, and like I see a lot of people like, oh, he doesn't got the craziest talent or, but like you don't need a fucking Michael Vick to win, bro. You know what I mean? Like you don't need a Patrick Mahomes to be good. And that's my whole thing about it. You know what I mean? Mendoza's not going to be the guy that looks the flashiest, and he's not gonna, you know what I mean? He's more of like a Peyton Manning, kind of nerdy, kind of do himself, And then you got the Mahomes, and then you got the, you know what I mean? You got all those guys, but yeah, I mean, you're not. I think what people don't like about Mendoza is it's safe. You know what I mean? For number one pick, it's safe. It's not something you're gonna high likely bust on, but it's not something that's gonna be like, oh well, we got like the golden ticket. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think Mendoza's solid, man. I think he'll pan out.
Well, Mendoza is one of those guys that is not one of those Jameis Winston type dudes. One of those guys that's flashy and out there, like Cam Newton was. He's not one of those. He's not that guy.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I don't want those guys, really.
You don't need them.
They come in here and cause problems and cause trouble and cause controversy and mess the locker room up. Mendoza is that guy we need.
Yes, sir. He is.
Calm, cool, collected, believe in his faith and everything else. No distraction from him. So yeah, I would take him. Now you're talking about he's not flashy. Well, what do you want? Michael Vick? Michael Vick's like one of those lifetime generation guys that come out.
You don't need the Michael Vicks to win, man. That's not what you need, especially when you got a guy like Brock Bowers. You got a guy like Ashton Genty, you know what I mean? You just need to get the ball in their hands and build with the offensive line. You know what I mean? That's going to be the biggest test, is seeing like the right tackle position, seeing if they're really right about why they're not going to draft one or go after one. I'm not really too sure what their plan is, but we'll see how it ends up, you know what I mean? But it's going to come down, if you like, Kirk Cousins could be a damn good quarterback if he has a damn good offensive line, I bet.
Yeah, he can start all 16 games and all 17 games and take us to the playoffs. You never know.
Because, like Kirk Cousins, like he ain't Kirk Cousins ain't no knock, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he might, like I said, he might not. He's like the older fucking Fernando Mendoza in my eyes.
That's exactly what he is. I
They're
can tell
not flashy. You know what I mean? They're a little like a little weird. You know?
quirky. Yeah, that's what I said. They're quirky. They're weird.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's like,
they both share the same faith. So there it is.
yeah, they
Yeah.
smart though.
Huh?
They're smart.
Did that surprise you when they signed it? When they signed him?
You know what? I didn't think. Well, I figured we have to grab somebody, right? I mean, if the plan is not to start, and then they might even start him, but my whole thing is like when you sign a guy like Kirk Cousins, right? He's been in the game. He's obviously fucking one hell of a player. When you put him up against Mendoza to battle out, and not only that, but to mentor off of, I mean, I think it's a win-win either way. Say if Mendoza beats him out and he gets a start, well, at least he has Kirk Cousins he can learn from. And if he doesn't beat out Kirk Cousins, well, don't feel too bad. You know what I mean? Like Kirk Cousins is still one of them dudes out there.
Oh, they have a safe backup just in case. I think Jack Kenner, he said, just I would ask about Bakersfield. I know it's your daughter's birthday, but why not bringing the entire family out there? So that's for you, Chewy. Answer Jack, please.
Yeah, so that's the whole thing is we might. I got a lot going on, guys. To be honest with you, let me break it down real quick, man, because I've been ghost for a while. So this month coming up, I got my youngest daughter's birthday. She's gonna be 3. Next month, I have my oldest daughter's birthday. She's gonna be 9. The month after that is my baby shower for my son, and then the month after that, my son comes. You know what I mean? And then like I'm in the whole process of kicking up the whole construction business, right? I'm going to school for my license and all that. So
Yeah, good luck for
man,
that.
yeah, I got a lot going on, man. But if I can, definitely no. I've already talked to the fam, and if they're cool with it, then I'm like, hey, we might just swing out there. But I heard they got an event in Sacramento, man. I might fuck around and go to that event.
Yeah, which one just put that up? Who put that up? I think it was Jack
I
Kenner.
forgot where it's at, but I know they got a couple of they got a Raider going out there, legend.
Yeah, there it is right there. Bill
I can't read that.
is gonna be there. Oh
yeah, I heard about that because Sacramento's not too far, for me at least.
Yeah, you're a little close to Sacramento. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he asked if I was gonna go. I didn't know. I'm not gonna go to Sacramento.
You're going to the Bakersfield event, though, huh?
Oh yeah, me and Jason had like a couple hours last night booking our rooms and getting our tickets.
That's right.
So I want to get out the way now. I want to do a last minute because last year they sold out. You couldn't even get in. So I don't want to be that guy like, oh man, I can't get in.
Oh, you went last year, huh? I forgot about that.
That was my first year going, man. I love that. I'm going again. I'm going every year I can.
Yeah, no, man, you gotta get out and do that shit. Yeah, I might go out there.
I don't know what's going to be yet, so we will see. But yeah, anyway, let's go back to this. So the Raiders, what do you think about what Spytek is doing? I haven't get a chance to talk to you about that. What's going on?
Yeah, it's been a while, brother. We haven't talked in a while about anything. You know what, man? To touch up on that, pretty much what you're asking me is like free agency, right? I think it's one hell of a fucking free agency, bro, to be honest with you. I think this is probably the best free agency. And if you look, the Raiders have never been talked about like this before. I mean, they have, but it's more of a Henry Ruggs type of incident, Damon Arnett type of incident. You know what I mean? It's always something like that has to do.
Negative. Always
Christian
negative.
Wilkins, you know what I mean? Some weird shit going on.
Everything is always negative in the news about the Raiders.
Yes, it is. And now it's funny, dude, because everywhere I'm looking is people saying, oh, the Raiders made the biggest splash in the offseason. You know what I mean? They might be the most progressive team from what they were last year. Which, when you look at it, hey, hopefully it's true. I'm not really counting on anything, but the way that Spytek and Kubiak are building the team, and I'm going to give it to them, not only just the players they're bringing, but the coaches, bro. You know what I mean? The coaches are the biggest thing. You know what I mean? You bring a young guy in like Kubiak, and then you go in there and get him a real veteran assistant head coach. That's smart. Because we want to keep the young mentality, but we're bringing in old help because they've been around their season. You know what I mean? It's like anywhere you go. You got to have a vet. You got to have a rookie, a couple guys in the middle. But that's my thing, bro. The way they've put the coaching staff together, I think is pretty good. And not only that, but the players, man. You know what I mean? Obviously, the Raider Nation was crying for a center, right? We got the best one available.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got a damn good sneaky wide receiver in Naylor. Of course, Naylor's not going to be a number one receiver. Like like a Devontae Adams or a Randy Moss or a Cal, you know what I mean? That's not what he is. But to have him on the inside is great. You know what I mean? He's one hell of a player. But I think all the way around, I didn't see any wasted picks. I think bringing Malcolm Kuntz back for a year was pretty smart.
Mhm.
He was one of them guys where he didn't do too much, but he didn't do too little. You know what I mean?
Well, he didn't start getting back into himself towards the end of the season because he had that injury, and that type of injury takes time because not only the physical aspect of it, but the mental aspect of it all. You got that injury, you thinking about is on the back of your mind. Because I talked to a couple of guys who played.
That
had that injury. Like, you're not fully because you always overcautious about
you're
how
scared.
You step, because it could be re-injured again. But then as the season progressed, he got better and better. So
Yeah.
So bringing him
You
back,
know, and then bringing Stokes back, I think he's the best cornerback. You know what I mean? I mean that's smart. It's just overall all the way around. Like I said, man, even the coaches, moving Leonard up to DC, that might be the most uphill battle he might have to face. I'd say.
who? I'm sorry.
Clint Kubiak and Spytek making Rob Leonard the defensive coordinator.
Well, Rob Leonard had been in the business of defense for a long time.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be their biggest uphill battle. Like, and I'm not even saying that in a bad way. You know what I mean? It's just, I think that's how good they have been. That's probably their biggest issue would have to be, and which I don't think is going to be bad. You know what I mean? I think the guys around them like Leonard. I know Max Crosby always got something to say about him. You know what I mean? And I don't ever think I asked you or we got to talk about the whole Max Crosby thing.
No, I don't think we talked about it because you were busy.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that old debacle?
Man, that was a crazy one. It's crazy, man. Like I was kind of hurt. I was like, damn, they're gonna let go of the guy, the one, facing the franchise pretty much. And you know what I mean, he gave it his all. But when I saw the trade deal that came in, I was like, man, that's one hell of a trade for a guy like Max.
Mm-hmm.
2 first-rounders. I mean, you can't really complain about that. And then you start doing some mocks and you see the guys that are available and what you can add to the team, But I think honestly, if it would have really went down, I think it would have been a pretty damn fair trade, honestly.
Yeah, it went. If it did go down, if it did happen, would have had 2 picks in the first round. But
Yeah,
since they backed out of it, we got Max Crosby back, and like I said, either way, it still works out. It still works out for us.
oh yeah,
But I was like, didn't believe the bullshit that happened. What I was more upset about, I was kind of like disappointed Max was going to leave, but
Yeah.
it's a business. Things happen. People move on from different teams. Some players these days rarely stay the team the whole cycle. Rarely. But that's the thing. Okay, move on. So that's what it is. Okay, well, Max is gone. So that's what they do in fiction and got these guys. All right. Got all the linebackers and the defensive.
What he pay? Yeah, all them, the Kobe Dean.
Yeah, they got all these guys. So they'll prepare for that. Then it didn't happen. But what really pissed me off was how they treated Max and his family.
Yeah.
That was some bullshit. They flew him out there. They flew him out there on a commercial flight, but Raiders sent a private jet to get him. Now you know what? Come on, we'll send your private jet.
So, did you ever watch his video that he made about that?
Yeah, a little bit of it.
Yeah, it was a lot of interesting shit to get out of it, bro. Like they knew what they were doing.
Yeah,
the Ravens.
Even his buddy said when they was out there, he was his buddies with him. That guy that did a show with him.
Yeah,
he was out there with him. He said, "This don't feel right. This is not it." He told Max that this is not it. You get that feeling like,
yeah,
this is not where he's supposed to be. Took his wife and his new daughter out there. Probably signed paperwork, then go look for a house. So we gotta go back to Vegas. See, that's what I'm pissed off at. Like, how you get treat a player like that?
And that's the thing, bro. Is if you know that's your intention, then don't even as far as a phone call, that's acceptable. But I mean, for flying a dude out, you know what I mean? having him already potentially looking at selling his house. I mean, that's
Yeah.
real shit, you know.
Yeah. Big up
Um,
his whole family across, not just across the whole East Coast, like from almost coast to coast. You know, it
but
was his whole family. But
hey, but I
I
was
was
watching that video, right, Chris, and it was funny because they asked him. They said, "Hey, what'd you think when the Raiders made all those signings after you were about to get traded?" He was like, "Damn, you know." He was like, "I thought like, damn, there were some really smart like where has this been, you know?"
yeah.
But yeah, dude, like I said, man, I think the like to answer your question, the whole spy tech thing, I think they're really building for the future. Honestly, it's what it looks like. Bringing in a lot of younger guys, you know what I mean? Keeping Max around is honestly a good move. And I'm happy he stayed, and I'm happy that, he could still sit there and mentor all the young guys that come in. Because Max Crosby has a really good training system. You know what I mean? He has a really good diet. Like he's really that man works, he's not one of the guys that are just slouched around and in there for the check. He's in there for the team, he's in there for the guys.
If you're a flying coach, you're a flying. That's like Jack. Yeah, he's a good asset to have the team because even Clint said, Kubiak says, I want to keep Max on the team. Even Spytech said that, but since Max wanted to be traded at that time, before he saw what was going on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, let him go to a good team.
And for two first rounders, you're not gonna say no,
No, of course not. It's an offer that nobody can refuse. But he's back, and that's the way it is. So I'm glad he's back. We lost 2 first-round picks and $30 million, but the way they did free agency right now, I think they're cool. Now all
Yeah.
they do is draft the right players that they need.
Yeah, and that's what really gave me like the assumption of, hey, so like my way of going into the draft prior to the free agency was, man, there's a fucking lot of shit we got to work on.
Mm-hmm.
What are we gonna do in the draft, right? But okay, yeah, we got to get the free agency. But now we're in free agency and we got these guys, the defense, right? You got Quiddy Pay, man. He's a run stopping machine. He's one of them guys that he will stop a hole. You got these guys at linebacker that you just bump them up. You bump that whole room up.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we got a wide receiver. Yeah, we definitely need to get a number one. We got a really great tight end. Like I think there's really some things that if the Raiders play it smart in the draft, they can be competitive. I'm not saying they're going to go to the playoffs or anything, but they can be really competitive.
Now here's the thing now, because like you said before free agency, I was like, damn, we got a lot of work to do in the NFL draft. A lot of work. Because I said draft some linebackers and on all this stuff. But what they did in free agency, like now we can go to draft, not desperate to pick a player. You know what I mean? We're not like, oh, we got to get this guy. We got to get this dude. We got to trade up or trade out. Now they get picked. Okay, we can draft this guy, but we're going to get a player for his needs. Maybe they'll probably draft another offensive lineman and buy another defense tackle, a cornerback, safety. But we don't have to be desperate to draft these guys. Or we make some stupid trades or this and that or draft the wrong guy. Now we can take their time and draft the guys. And the guys that you draft, they don't have to start right now. Unless they're that good, they start, but they don't have to start because we got the guys to start.
Yeah. Yeah, though, like I would say, like definitely we already know it's probably gonna be Mendoza number one for sure.
Oh yeah. Well,
but then you're looking at it too, switching to the 3-4, we definitely got to get one of the big boys in the middle. So I was kind of leaning towards like when I'm looking at the draft, right? I'm like, okay, well, we got the linebackers, we got the edge, you know what I mean? We do need some safeties though. But yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely a big nose tackle in the middle.
They got a D tackle that's the name is Roderick Martin. He's 6'5", 330. Let's see how he develops. He's on the team.
From where'd he come from?
Western Kentucky.
Okay.
So
yeah, we'll see how that works out.
Yeah,
I mean, if you definitely want to be able to plug somebody in that second round, especially at 36, you could get talent.
And Pegues ain't a small boy neither. He's 6'2", he's like 325.
So, but yeah, they can't go after that. But like I said, Booker, they all can play that nose tackle, but they want a true nose tackle, then they probably could go in the draft and get one.
Yeah.
Jack Kennedy said, I'm with that free agency. Yeah, I said free safety.
Yeah.
Nose tackle.
Yeah.
X wide receiver and linebacker. So yeah, pretty much, and that's it. There's not a whole slew of list. It's not a whole book on we got to draft so many guys. Because Kubiak do want more picks. You already said that. They want more picks. Like, okay. But like I said, we don't have to be in desperate mode to get the guy that we gotta get this guy now, he has to start now. You know, so
my biggest thing is getting that quarterback, man.
But they already got him. You know, pretty much. They took him out dinner. You know, they took him out dinner last night after the pro day.
Oh, really?
You know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they went to dinner to the pro day. From the inside sources say that they discussed that with them. So I don't know if they said we're going to draft him, but he already know they're going to draft him.
Yeah.
Everybody, the whole world knows that. They said that we're bringing in Kirk Cousins. How you feel about that? I don't know what his response was, but he's going to have to be okay with it.
Yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't. You know, like Mendoza's one of them dudes. Like I said, man, he's quiet. And I think if he knows what's better for the team and he knows he's not better than Cousins, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's the kind of guy he is, bro. Of course, everyone wants to play, but you got to know your role sometimes. You know what I mean?
Like I mentioned earlier, him and Kirk Cousins share the same kind of quirkiness, nerdiness, what you want to call it, goofballishness, and both Christians. So they both share the same qualities because Mendoza is a younger Kirk Cousins, attitude-wise, not quarterback-wise, attitude-wise. He's a young Kirk Cousins. You know, so that's good. You got basically a mirror image. So it'd be a lot easier to develop an offense. We got the guys can do the exact same thing. All three AFC can do the same thing. They can do the same thing these quarterbacks do. He's a pocket quarter passer, a pocket passer. So basically, you got three quarterbacks. Well, we have two now, but you have three in a little bit that can basically do the exact same thing.
Yeah,
that's out the pocket. So the QB is not in place because it'd be kind of stupid. You have a running quarterback, then you have a pocket passer. You got to design different plays for each set of quarterback. Now you design one playbook for all three quarterbacks, and when they go in there, there'll be no issue.
Oh, yeah, no, I think Cousins is legit. Hey, Jason.
Yes, sir.
You see my track I got up there?
You said, oh, no.
Out of the album.
Oh, yeah, that might
It's the record, though.
Yeah, oh, nice.
What's that?
I don't even think you know who that is, Chris.
Probably don't.
Yeah, that's my video.
Hey, we'll try, but you never know.
Oh, but yeah, man, no, I think Cousins is a real smart move as well. Like I said, bro, the way Spytek and them are doing it, it's really smart, and they're really thinking about what they're doing. Like, they're not rushing nothing, you know? Like, they didn't grab Joe Flacco, you know what I mean? They're not grabbing Tua Tagovailoa. They're not grabbing fucking Justin Fields, you know? They're not grabbing any of these guys who are probably not going to be able to do shit.
Wilson's still out there, too.
And what the fuck is Justin Fields going to show Fernando Mendoza, you know? Like, what the fuck? How you gonna learn from that guy? I don't get
it. Yeah, and see one thing about that, what Jack said, I mentioned earlier, Cousins worked with QB for 3 years in Minnesota. Let's see how that turned out.
Oh yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like you don't need like Sam Darnold's not fucking Michael Vick. You know what I mean? You don't need to flash this quarterback to be good.
No, you need a quarterback who can handle it
in a run game.
We can read in a run game. Yeah, that's what you need. You don't need a superstar quarterback to win. So it's good to have a good quarterback, but you don't need a superstar quarterback. We know Michael Vick is great, but we don't need another Michael Vick. We did have him, but but that's the running quarterback. And what happened to his running quarterbacks? Their careers don't last long. Not at all.
Got to get banged up left and right.
Yeah, quarters don't last long. But
Yeah, I'm happy with that. It was a shock.
So who are you targeting for the second round? Like what group? You know what I mean?
For me, I would say DT.
Like interior, like a nose tackle or something.
Yeah, definitely like just some big, you know. Some
Yeah,
space
I like
eater.
that dude, Caleb Banks, man.
Peter
Yeah,
Woods, what's his name?
No,
He's pretty big. Yeah,
I would do Ohio State. That's what I'm looking at. But he probably going to first round.
he's the one with that weird last name, right?
Jackson. What's his name? Was it Jackson?
I can't. His name's always lose me. Yeah, he's that weird guy.
He got a weird ass last name. I can't even say it.
Jack Kennedy. What's that guy from Ohio State name? Jack would know.
Hey, but I would say that or like a safety or a cornerback, bro, just to get some fucking talent back there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to get Stokes some help, man.
Yeah, like him. I like Pons, you know, from Indiana. You know,
Yeah.
He would be good. I think him, Porter, and Stokes would be cool. That'd be a cool little. And then, you know, they got Teron Johnson for the slot too. So I think that'd be a good DB room.
You know what? I always forget about that dude.
Mm-hmm.
I seen Chandler Rivers. He was sliding. I was like, that'd be a great pick.
Yeah, I like Chandler Rivers too.
Or dude from LSU. I forget his name.
Oh,
Benson, or I forget his name. I don't even know.
Oh yeah, Mansour Delane or whatever, or something like that.
But yeah, I think that's what they definitely need, bro. Like the linebackers they picked up, that was solid. I think that was a smart move, you know.
Yeah.
Grabbing dude from Buffalo, that was a real smart move too. He's been around.
Yeah, well, I say they need to get a free safety. So
Yeah.
That's one thing. They get free safety. Don't need to do that. We need. I'm trying to find them. We need more than Hollow playing free safety, so that way Chick can go back to his position, play off the line and stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta find somebody too, man. That's gonna be able to fit all that 3-4 system you're trying to run.
Right.
Yeah.
Some here. That guy name. Let's see.
Hey, so who do you think will start? Cousins or Mendoza?
I think Cousins. I do. I think Cousins.
What do you think, Chris?
Cousins probably start. More like
He's
because
up.
I already said they're not gonna throw Mendoza on the fire. They're gonna develop him. Cousins probably start the first 2 games, and then if Mendoza's ready, then they'll throw him out there. But until then, they're not gonna put him out there. No, not gonna throw him the fire unless Cousins. The guy I was talking about was called Caden. The guy is Caden McDonald. Yeah, I could think of his name. I was giving too funny. He's from Ohio State. So he can I would say that's guy wish if he's there in the second round. They got projected going number 32. But we'll see. Yeah, I got Cousins all the way starting.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. So if that's the case, then I want to see a whole lot of Mendoza, man, in preseason.
This is not Pete Carroll's team anymore. So
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
You're gonna see more Caleb Rogers, Charles Grant, Mendoza. You probably want to see too many of the big guys. They probably play a couple of games. They'll put a couple of downs in the first and a few in the last. But you know they're gonna put the players out there because they got QB has to evaluate the players he has.
Yeah,
you can't evaluate players they don't get out there on the field. Or they didn't look good in practice. That's practice. Ain't that shit when I hear that when they said that. Pete Carroll and them said that. He was that good at practice. That's why he's not smart. Practice.
We're talking about practice.
Practice.
Yeah, I couldn't stand that, dude.
Yeah, and then damn, what was it? I don't know. That's crazy because what if Mendoza looks good enough to, I hope Mendoza beats out Cousins, but I just see, like you said, they don't want to throw him into the fire, which, we have a tough division. It's going to be, it's going to take him a couple games to kind of get used to the game speed, but.
Yeah.
But then again, bro, for that number 1 pick, boy, you better get out there and put that work in.
Definitely. Now
He didn't draft you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's another I say. Here's the game. Where's it playing? Whoever the schedule. I'm not the guy who look at the schedule. They're playing the game, and we're up 35-6 in the fourth quarter. That's why I put Mendoza in the game with the starter. Let him run through some phases in a real life action live fire.
I think I don't know. Fuck that.
What? Real game?
I think Mendoza needs to start, bro, and Cousins needs to be there for when he fucks up so he can go on the sideline and Cousins can tell him, hey, this is what you're doing wrong, Because like I said, man, you can't like, dude, I don't know. If we're gonna draft him number 1 overall, that motherfucker needs to be starting.
Well, he's gonna get his preseason reps, you know that. Because I don't think he's gonna put Kirk Cousins in the preseason. Well, they probably have a couple of reps to get, but you're gonna see more of AOC and more anything else. And then Mendoza make a mistake. That's where Kirk Cousins grab him by the neck, like, "Hey, dude, I told you don't do it that way."
He's like, what the heck, man?
Yeah, like I think that's what Cousins needs to do. Like as far as him playing, I mean, like, it's good for him if Mendoza goes down, but like if he's not gonna play and we're gonna draft the number 1 overall, then we might as well just trade that fucking pick back.
Nah.
No, I'm just saying, like, dude, if I'm gonna draft you number 1, you're gonna play.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But you, like I said, you draft number 1 because if you don't draft number 1, someone else will draft him. And they will come out there. They will ruin his career. You draft the quarterback. Not say he's not going to ever go and start, but he will because the worst thing they can do is put a rookie quarterback out there in the fire and ruin his career. Tom Brady said it. QB says it. Mike said it. See, she disagrees with you. See, so that's what, and that's what they probably told Mendoza in that little dinner party they had last night. Yeah, we're gonna take you. It's no guarantee you're gonna start. Like I'm saying, he won't, but it's no guarantee he's gonna start. My number one quarterback, Vince Evans. Yeah, I know you're talking about. I don't know who Vince Evans was. Good quarterback, great quarterback for USC. But yeah, I'm just saying that. So why would you trade number 1 pick to if you're not gonna start? What would you do with it? Give me an example.
What if we were to trade back?
A quarterback is different than number 1 pick. You pick a run back or something like that, number 1 pick, yeah, they better start. Defensive tackle, yeah, they better start. A quarterback is a little different than all the other players, man. They're a special breed. Wide receiver, yeah, if you pick a wide receiver number 1, yeah, they better start. But a quarterback's a little different.
I'm just saying, like, if we're gonna, like, I get it, quarterbacks have to develop, but like, if we're gonna fucking develop, like, dude, I don't know. It's just my brain, I guess. I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, if I draft you number 1 overall, and I mean number 1 in front of fucking everybody, then I'm putting all my money on you that you're the fucking best player in this draft for this team. And you're gonna start for this team because I think you're the best player for this team to fucking come. You know what I mean? So if in my head, if you're gonna plan on sitting them and developing this quarterback, then why not draft Carson Beck in the 3rd round and fucking, or Ty Simpson in the 2nd, like everyone wants. Like that's how I'm thinking. Like if he's not gonna go out there and start, because he has the ability to start, definitely accuracy, poise. You know what I mean? He's there. That's my thing. Like, I don't want to see him sit for too long the first year and be like, well, what the fuck? Like, we could have had somebody else that's out there putting in some work for us, you know? Which he might not. We'll see what happens. That's just my way of thinking. Like, if we have to develop this guy, then just draft Carson Beck in the 3rd round and develop him. And you can go out there and fucking, you know what I mean? See, but then if the Raiders did some shit like that, the next team's gonna go and start the guy, and he's gonna be a fucking baller. It always happens. But that's you know what I'm saying?
I get your point. If it's anybody else but Mendoza, I would not. I would give. But like I said, who to say he's not going to start the first game of the season? And we don't know.
No, that's what I'm saying. He might. That's what I'm saying. He has the ability too, bro. Like, he's really that good, you know.
He's a smart guy. You know what? He could start game 1 if he prove he go out there and bust his ass and prove what he is. He could be the starter day 1. We don't know what's going to happen.
Okay, yeah.
First thing that we'll see if they do draft him, which they probably will. But anyway, Jack asked me to do this. Hold on, man.
What happened?
All right. Hold on, man. That's the wrong one.
You guys plan on going to any games this year coming up?
Maybe. I hope I can get some tickets. You know how much those tickets cost going to the Raider game.
Yeah, I was thinking about going to SoFi.
Yeah, I hope that Niner game, man, is in San Francisco. Or excuse me, they don't play with them in Santa Clara.
That'd be tight.
It will be because the Rams and 49ers are going to play in Australia.
Oh, okay. So they already figured it out.
And then they're playing in Mexico too. So I don't know.
Yeah, they're saying that one might be Mexico. It might be us and the Niners.
No way.
Yeah, it's like I think it's 60-40 or something like that. That it's going to be in Santa Clara, but they said there is a possibility.
Have you guys read up on any of that succession plan shit they got going on?
Oh, yeah. For the ownership?
Yeah. I haven't looked into any of it. I just been hearing about it.
Yeah. Mark doesn't look that good, man. Like, I don't know if he's just tired or what it is, but I don't know. He doesn't
fucking dipping his pee-pee into the wrong holes, man, all that money. He didn't go out like Eazy-E.
Yeah, it's crazy. He doesn't look, I don't know if it's just me, but he doesn't look his self. You know, I know he's older, but he just...
This is my draft I did a couple of last night after we got off.
Mm-hmm.
Look at my first 3 picks are.
That's killer.
Yeah.
Go down. Let me see the rest.
I can't. I saved it, but I can't find it.
Send up to Spytech.
Huh?
Send up to Spytech. ASAP.
Like
they might hire you on the team for that one, Chris. Shit.
Like his son did. Like, you better draft Genty. Yeah. I'm trying to find this one, man. Give me a second here.
Hey, do you guys follow Asher Genty's YouTube channel?
I do. Definitely.
You ever go on there in the comments?
Yeah, he's cool. He'll
read your shit.
Yeah.
I told him, I was like, hey, bro, can you shout my channel? He was like, hey, shout out to Chewy's Raider coverage. I was like, that's right.
Yeah, he's a real one, man. Like, I appreciate his shows.
Yeah, no, his lives are cool. He be chopping it up, too.
Now, let me ask you guys something. Look at what we got on our team right now.
Huh?
And look who we got on our team right now who's coming up. Genty, down-to-earth mofo.
Yeah.
Brock Bowers, down-to-earth mofo.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Kirk Cousins.
JPJ,
down-to-earth. We got some down-to-earth individuals on this team. No ruckus runners, no
Max Crosby. You're forgetting Max Crosby, dude.
I'm gonna kiss the top of your forehead, man. Like, what the fuck? All right, there you go.
I think that's going to be healthy too, and I think that's going to be good. Remember how when DC was here, him and Max would go at it. I think that's going to be the same thing with Mendoza. I think Mendoza's going to take it to him. Like he's going to have that level of competition that's going to be good for Max. It'll kind of that'll wake his career up a little bit too. You know, because Max hasn't seen a good quarterback in a while,
and Max is getting off that whole trade bullshit this year too.
Yeah, he's in love again.
Max got business in his blood. Max got some business in his blood. Like, I'm gonna show you. You should have kept me in the trade because watch this. I'm gonna
whatever sacks, 15, whatever. He's gonna go crazy.
He said that he's like, I'm gonna try to take a Super Bowl to Baltimore. I was like, oh, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta say that when you're gonna be another team.
I know how it is.
Yeah. I mean, we won't forget it. You know, we heard it. We heard what he said, but you know what I'm saying. But like, he's with us now, so you know, we just want him to, you know.
No, I love Max, dude. He's my, hell yeah, man.
All right, so here we go. Here's the mock. This is the second pick in the mock draft. I already took Mendoza, so where do you see? I already took him.
Yeah, I can't see it. You got to read it to me.
All right, you got Peter Woods.
That's good.
Defensive line from Clemson. Denzel Boston, wide receiver out of Washington. Ty Simpson, quarterback out of I picked him out in the first round. Whoa. Ty Simpson out of Alabama. And Katie McDonald out of Ohio State. C.J. Allen out of linebacker out of Georgia. Cottonwood, cornerback out of Tennessee. Cassius Howell, edge out of Texas A&M. I'm not going to go past 35 because we're number 36 pick, so we picked those guys.
Yeah. I take Woods.
Yeah, I take Woods too.
Because you got to think with that 3-4, man, you're going to need one of them. I mean, I don't think J.J. Pegues and them guys are big enough, bro, to play that role, to be honest with you.
They could, but I don't think so either. That's why I want that guy out of
I like Caleb Banks, though.
Yeah.
Out of Ohio State, Caden McDonald. He just went.
I like Caleb Banks from Florida, bro. He's a killer.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like we don't. You know how like the last few years we've had to kind of play GM and coach, and I feel like they actually know what they're doing. I could be a fan again, you know.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Shit, bro. I don't want to see no 3-win season, man. Like,
yeah, man. Because that's what.
I don't want to have the number one overall pick next year. I don't want that.
No.
Yeah.
That's
why you gotta take the quarterback.
You gotta pick him. You gotta get him now. Oh, they said next year's quarterback is a better class. Who to say this quarterback class is not that good?
But the thing is if you like when you get that number, I don't know. You don't ever want to plan on getting number ones or top 10s back to back. You know, that's just not good.
No.
That means you're a bad organization. That means your team sucks and your organization is lousy.
Yeah, and knowing Kubiak, bro, the way he works and the way they're building the team, I mean, I guess I really see like Cardinals are going to be. I think the Cardinals are going to suck.
Yeah.
I think the Browns are still going to suck.
The
Jets are still going to suck.
Who the Cardinals just signed quarterback? I know I got mentioned. Did they sign somebody else?
Wait, who? What's that?
I think the Titans will still. I think the Titans need another couple years to build their team. To be honest with you, before they're good, they got good coaches, but I think they need a couple more years. There's way worse teams out there, dude.
I was saying, who the Cardinals? They signed the quarterback, didn't they? I know they signed Minshew, but they signed somebody else, didn't they?
Cardinals.
I don't. Maybe not.
Look it up. I don't have my computer.
I got you. I mean, I really don't really care, but you know, they're not in our division or in our league. But like, you always gonna have teams that's gonna suck every year, and always get those drop picks.
Hey, did you guys see that the Jets have Justin Fields as their backup?
Oh wow!
I mean, not the Jets, the Chiefs.
Yeah. I said Jets. I think they released him.
Yeah, the Chiefs, bro. They got Justin Fields as their backup. I was like, that's good for him, you know, to get some training behind Mahomes, but he won't ever see the light of day there.
Probably won't get hurt. And they said Mahomes not gonna start the first 8 games, so he probably be the starter. That's what
How many?
You never know.
The first 8?
That's what they're saying. I doubt that.
I doubt it.
I doubt that seriously.
And they got Bieniemy too, so that's what I say. That's going to be crazy to see if they could rejuvenate his career. You know, that'll be the coaching staff to do it with Andy Reid and Bieniemy.
Well, Justin Fields really got fair shake. I thought it was him in Chicago, but it wasn't. It was the fucking offensive coordinator gets.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know, man. Justin Fields, even on the Steelers, he wasn't that good.
Yeah, a couple good games.
Wait, no, actually, in that first, I feel like he won some games. Like I think he got hurt.
He went 3-2. Then he yanked and put in what's his name, Russell.
No,
he won some
I
games.
feel like he got off to a good start, but then I think he really got injured or something.
He went 3-2.
I never liked him, dude. To be honest.
Yeah.
I never liked Kyler. I never liked Kyler Murray. Like I don't know those type of quarterbacks. I'm just not a fan of.
I want Justin Field over Garoppolo. So
no doubt.
that's it, man.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Hey, what do you guys think about the quarterback coach we got? You guys see the quarterback coach we signed?
Yeah.
I believe he played on he coached on the New York Giants team when they went to the Super Bowl, I believe.
Oh, that's right. He's the one that worked with Eli.
He went for like 3 years with the Giants. Yeah, I mean, fuck. I seen that too, and I was like, man, you know what? That's pretty smart.
His name is
Joe something.
John
Oko.
Yeah,
he's
the assistant. He's a.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, there was a different guy we signed.
No, that's quarterback coach, General Coco.
Yeah, no, there's a different guy. It wasn't quarterback coach. It's somebody else.
Rick Dennison.
I forget his name.
You talking about Rick Dennison, the offensive line?
No, not Dennison. Not Dennison. What the fuck was his name? It starts with a P. I might be mistaken him.
P-I-L-P-I-G.
I'm just too stoned.
This time, Michael Kors, this is head coach. Pull this up and see if I can pull a signal. Remember.
Who's the O-line coach?
Rick Dennison.
Dennison.
Oh man.
Janoko's the quarterback coach.
Yeah. Offensive coordinator. You thinking of offensive coordinator?
Who's offensive coordinator?
Hold on, I'll put the whole thing up right now. There we go. I'll pull it up. There we go. So there's the assistants. Can you see that?
It kind of, yeah.
Mike McCoy is the assistant head coach. So that's probably an offensive coordinator. I don't know who's offensive coordinator is.
You somebody.
You got Nick Notes as the offensive pass coordinator. And Mario Isabel, he said start with the P. I don't see anybody named start with P. I don't see anybody named start. Talking about Pete Collins?
Nah, I might be tripping. I might be talking about the Aces. My bad. I'm like Mark, man. I'm mixing the team up with the Aces, man.
Rebecca. Oh, wait, wrong team. Wrong team. Sorry about that, guys.
Wrong team. Oh, yeah, you talking about the professional flag football league? They're gonna start next year.
I might be talking about the flag football team. Fuck it.
You hear about that? They have a professional flag football team starting next year or 2028.
Is it the one for Tom Brady?
No, it's actually NFL starting a professional flag football team.
Oh, I'm down. How do I try out?
Yeah, put me in the game, man.
All up. Go out there, try out.
Go back now. I got y'all.
Put me in the game, coach.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anybody.
Yeah, I might be tripping, bro. I'm fucking
special teams.
So maybe it was a G.
I never paid. Scratch that shit, Chris. Never mind.
This guy's still there.
I thought you was on the Aces.
Deuce Putin is still there, man. Unbelievable.
And what is Deuce? I think that's something with John. They're like, hey man, you can cut me, but don't cut my son.
You guys don't like Deuce Gruden?
Nah, he's still there.
He's a G. He's a G, man. Hey, John Gruden was him, bro. I know a lot of people hate him, but that motherfucker, shit.
He must be good because he's still there. So hey, because the guy with a lot of coaching staff, so he's still there. So he must be doing something right.
Yeah, for real.
In the morning they say John Gruden.
So I popped the pack, man, and I pulled a AOC card, man. Rookie.
Oh, Nice. I got one, bro. I think I have that same card.
Do you?
If I'm not mistaken, it's somewhere. It's in a little case.
Oh yeah, you got a case.
Yeah, or nothing fancy. Little sleeve.
It'd be cool to get a sign, but like he's not gonna be shit.
He bet. I know. What?
Why you so doubtful, dude? You never know. Shit.
Bro, you got Mendoza coming, bro.
What will kill you now? Okay, so we signed Kirk Cousins, we draft Mendoza, and AFC go out there and piece and light that shit up. Get the starting quarterback day one. I don't
Yo, we got Mendoza now, bro. Aiden O'Connell is a blast from the past, bro.
Think about it, O'Connell. We'll go out there and line the preseason, man. Come out being the starting quarterback.
I respect AOC though. They threw him into some shit.
They did.
Oh yeah.
He got a raw deal, big time.
And he was getting creamed left and right too.
Yeah. And he still made the plays. He won some games, so it ain't like he's that quarterback.
He's not scared to throw the ball downfield either. That's what I like about him. He'll let that shit go.
Yeah. He holds the ball at times, but
yeah.
Well, the wide receivers can get open.
Throw the ball, Aiden. Throw the ball. Aiden.
Yeah, and he can't run, so it's like that's yes. See, like at least what is that?
Mendoza's he's a new Brady.
So we got Brady, Cousins, and the
Hey, yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, you got Brady there, man. You got all these guys there, dude. Cousins is gonna be able to coach. Like I don't know if I don't do the fades and noses, but Raiders signed Kirk Cousins, man. And they're, you know what I mean? They got a good little.
And the signing was so good that they only got paid this. Like I was telling you before you got on, they only got paid him $1.3 million this year. So basically, the Raiders are getting 3 quarterbacks on a dollar. On a dollar, they're not paying a high ass quarterback. They're not paying. Like they pay Geno Smith and Minshew and shit. No, they get these guys for cheap because AOC's still a rookie contract. Mendoza gonna be on a rookie contract when he comes in, and Cousins is getting $1.3 million this year and $10 million next year. So, can't beat that with a stick.
Yeah, no. I think it's gonna be a good learning experience, man, for him. They're setting him up. He got some tight end, and we've seen now in today's game, bro. You got to have a good tight end. Tight ends, their blanket.
Yeah.
So
they got 3. They got 3 tight ends. So yeah, they got the guys just
Mayer too. Yeah.
They got Coach Brock Bowers and they got Mayer. So they got 3 tight ends that can do the job. So the Raiders are slowly but surely building this team up. Like I said, next year, this season coming up, I'm not gonna get my hopes up high like I did when they had Pete Carroll hired. I was gonna win like 10 games, maybe 11 go playoffs.
Oh, you said 10?
Yeah, I said 10 last year. I said 10 to 11
I said
games.
9, yeah.
Yeah, I said because I had faith in Pete Carroll we did to Seattle and USC, but then again, after that second game was talking with Jason when this idiot Geno Smith threw the interception in the first play of the goddamn game.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, there goes our season. Right away.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, wow. I think it'll be much better than that just based on, Kubiak's with the time. Pete Carroll was kind of a guy stuck in his ways, I think, and what he did with that offensive line, bro, was just insane, man. I mean, you don't go in there and mix that shit up like it's scrambled eggs, you don't do that to an offensive line. Like us seeing Cap at center, that should have never happened. I think that's like way out of once you've seen that, you should. Brendan Carroll should have been fired, bro, a long time ago.
Immediately.
Yeah.
And then Pete Carroll tried to put the blame on Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly ain't going to play. We can't run the ball because the stupid ass offensive line. So what am I going to run plays for? We can't run. Yeah, so
2K rushing yards is a lot for Jincy, man. But like I said, we'll see what happens. I mean, who knows what Kubiak's system's going to be? What's he going to like, and who's going to be his hot route? And things like that. But yeah, definitely, I think Gentry will be better than what it was last year for sure.
I still say we need that second running back, and Najee Harris was visiting the Raiders today, so let's see how that works out.
I seen that, and that's a great sign too. To get Najee Harris as your second running back.
I want Najee Harris when he's a free agent. I said they should have signed Najee Harris because Zamir White wasn't the guy.
No,
just before they drafted Gentry, like get Najee Harris. No,
Yeah.
But I say okay. Well, that'd be a good 1-2 punch because that's what Kuwait likes, that 1-2 punch.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see how Besh and Thornton and all them guys are going to play in the new system.
Well, I'll tell you one thing: they got 9 receivers, so I don't know how many they're gonna keep, but they better step it up because
I know Jalen Naylor's definitely going to be starting.
Naylor will be there.
For sure.
Best will probably be there. Thornton will be there because you know why? Because they're on rookie deals. Plus, those are Spitex picks. So those guys are going to be there. Automatically. Unless they get tired of Thornton shit. But and then only person that might be now is Trey Tucker. You gotta watch him.
Yeah.
He's
man, I like Trey Tucker though. If you use him right, he's one of them dudes, man. He could do some damage.
I keep saying they need to use him as an extension of the running game. Like have him, line up like a slot or something like that. We do like a fake toss to Gentry and then flip it to Tucker, coming in on like a motion. Like
he's quick.
You know what I'm saying? Getting him loose, like getting him somewhere in space is dangerous.
Yeah, he's quick and little.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll get ghost, man. I personally like Trey Tucker though.
Yeah,
I like him too. But I'm saying that they got a lot of guys that they was like 1, 2, 3, 9, and then also they picked up their Reed Young, but I think he'll be more special teams. They will be wide receiver. But yeah, the dude.
Then they got Cedric Jackson, I think.
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah, and then they got who's the other dude?
Justin Shorter, Brendan Rice.
I keep forgetting about Brendan Rice too.
Yeah, Jerry Rice.
Philip Dorsett's still there.
Dorsett's clean too. I like Dorsett.
Yeah.
A lot of guys don't like him, but I like them. He made a few plays too in preseason. I was like, man, I think he'd be good for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have a mentor some of them dudes, man.
He used to torch us. That's what I said when he used to play us. He used to always get us.
Because who's really that veteran out there in that wide receiving room? Tucker?
We Philip Dorsett. He's been 9 years.
Oh yeah.
Well, like as far as starting, like the starting role.
Ooh, pretty much they all rookies.
It'll be Trey Tucker.
Oh yeah, that's right, Trey. Yeah.
And see, and that's not good, man, because he's not really the best wide receiver like that,
Justin Shorter's still there. He's a big boy. He's still there. He's been there 4 years in Florida.
No, that's not good enough.
Yeah.
You want a Mike Evans, bro. You want one of them guys.
Yeah, but you want to pick Mike Evans all that money.
I know, but it's good for your rookies.
Yeah, but it's good for the payroll.
And then, I mean, fuck, we do need number 1 too, though. But the Niners, they did their thing, man. They went and got that. That was nice, and they got Bosa too.
Man, hey, what's up, Chief? It goes to show that Cousins thought of the Chiefs. He could have been a starter while Mahomes was out. Shows the Raiders over Chiefs. Justin Fields a slap in the face. Bring back the clip of the season. Good take, Chief. Hey, brother. Yeah. I thought that's our resident Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
Chief Ice, good guy.
In fact,
I watch the shows all the time, man. He got some good takes, great takes.
Chief would know. How long is Mahomes out, Chief? If you know, how long is he going to be out?
But I'll tell you what, man. Out of those wide receivers, when I was seeing last year, Jack Best was there when we needed him. He was getting first downs, and a lot of the catches that he was able to make were real physical catches. It's not like he was wide open a lot. You know what I mean? He had to go out there and get that shit, or he had somebody on his back. That's what I like.
But there's a few times I watched other games and Trey Tucker and Thornton was wide open the middle.
to get to him. But we'll see how this works out when they got another quarterback come and throw it to him in a different system. We'll see that. We see how it plays out in the preseason and OTA, because you couldn't really evaluate Jack Bishop that much because Pete Carroll didn't put him out there that much.
Yeah.
Then Thornton was put in a position where he just ran down the field and Geno couldn't give him the ball. He made a couple of good catches. He made a sliding catch against Patriots I was talking about earlier, and the ball was underthrown. So really couldn't put a judge character on these guys their first year in the league because we didn't have a satisfactory offensive line, and you didn't have a quarterback who didn't throw interceptions, who did throw interceptions. So I'll pass judgment on guys during the preseason OTAs.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like Frank Rose said, we'll see which one the best of. Exactly. They got to step up. Like I said, they got 9. They got to keep it 9 receivers. Oh, you know, I got to say, they'll keep Jack Besh. They'll keep Naylor. They'll keep Jordan, and Derek Young. Those 4 guys are guaranteed to stay.
Yeah.
Those guys are guaranteed to stay. Now, as far as Trey Tucker, more likely he will. But the rest of the guys got to fight for that job. They embrace their opportunities like Frank Weber said.
Yeah, the thing I like though is that whole tight end duo we got as well. That could be dangerous for us, especially having a run game with Genty. Beefing the run game up, that 2 tight end, you could really do something there.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I can't say his last name. I don't want to butcher it. I just call him OK. I'll go OK Junior. Tight end. We got
she said she likes
slash fullback. He's gonna play fullback too. Oakland. I'm sorry. Y'all got something playing in the back. Well, I don't mean no, that's the baby crying. Oh, playing? You guys got music playing back? I don't hear
that kid crying.
Yeah, look at it.
No, you always messing with her, make him a guilty. I ain't playing that shit no more. I ain't playing that. Why just show over the floor?
Oh, don't you fucking see me doing something?
Oh, you're getting down. You got the knobs off and everything.
You guys have yourself looking like a fucking lunch.
A dump truck.
Yeah.
I'll mute that right quick. Now we're not playing background. I don't need music. But yeah, she got a lot to say now. Yeah, she does. See if she's back.
Okay, huh?
TRU.
Yeah, good to see you, too, man. Good to see you, guys. Yeah, I'm back now. I'm good. Yeah, I'm back. So, hey, True, what do you think about the Kirk Cousins signing, man? Let me know. I think it was awesome. And plus, how much they paying him. I think that's a good deal. Finally, we're not overpaying players to come near. And we're not paying one player to take us to the promised land, a bunch of money, and then he does nothing. Or then we do pay him, then he doesn't do anything for us. And then he leaves, goes somewhere else and have a hell of a season. See, that's what I'm tired of. Too many years I've seen that. Too many players come and go, paying them too much. You know, I can't see us paying all this money for one player when we need 21 other players to help us win. And that's what the Raiders did this offseason, I think. So, I think we look good. We're moving forward. This is one of the best offseasons I've seen the Raiders had in many, many, many years. And I think that we're going to be something. Not going to say we're going to win 10, 11, 12 games and go to playoffs. Not saying that. What I'm saying is that we're going to look better. I think we're going to be in a little more competition than people realize because the Raiders for the last few years have been dumpster fires.
excuse my language, they've been shit on the stick. You know, with the coachings, with the picks. Well, not the picks so much, but the coaching staff. I don't want to play his player because he's not ready yet. I don't care if the other guys are doing this is bad. Put him in and see what he can do. Enough of that. If the players don't perform like they should perform, what they getting paid to do, next guy up. Next guy up. You know, because once you draft a player or sign a player for agency, you do that because he has a job to do. And like any other job, if you can't do your job, then they're gonna let you give you a pink slip, then they'll also fill your shoes. Yeah, after I saw the contract, I was like, yeah, that was cool. I like it too. Because like I said, $1.2 million this year, $1.10 million next year. I'll take it all day. Because they paid Minshew more money than that. How much Minshew get? $15 million, Jason?
Huh? Oh yeah, man, yeah, 15 million.
And they get Gino 30-something million.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They could have gave me a little money. I came out there and threw some picks too. Shoot. I probably wouldn't have threw no picks though. I ain't throwing no pick a game though. I know that.
Yeah, $15 million. And it wasn't worth it. Only played 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Can't blame all on Minshew, but still, that's still a lot of money for him to pay a backup quarterback. Because he's a backup, only really started because the other quarterback got hurt, Jefferson, whatever his name was. But
Kirk Chains.
But Kirk been a starter on pretty much most of his career. They started the Redskins until which one got hurt. Then he started.
Mm-hmm.
Started in Minnesota, and he started in Atlanta. Yeah. So he was a starter. He wasn't a backup all through his life.
Yeah. Did Diggs get signed already? Stephon Diggs?
You want Stephon Diggs on the Raiders? I don't want him.
I mean, our wide receiver room is sad.
No.
We need all the help
because we're trying to develop a locker room that's good. Diggs is a disruption. I don't want no more divas in this locker room. I don't, me personally. I don't need no divas. I don't care how good receiver you are. We don't need no more goddamn divas in the locker room disrupting the locker room. Wilkins did that. Devontae Adams did somewhat of that. All these guys did all that. We don't need that no more. I don't care how good receiver is, man. I'm tired of that bullshit. I'm tired of these guys coming in and acting a diva mentality and putting them in the locker room. Oh, I'm on a rant right now.
No,
I don't want that. Okay, how good Diggs is. I don't want to say it. If he come in with a clean head and shut the F up, okay, fine. But it's a damn diva snorting up pink cocaine on a boat. No, I don't want that. Do you want that? You know, some pink cocaine with the locker room guys? No. I do not want that now. No. But that's my opinion.
Not the pink stuff.
Yeah, it's on the pink stuff. A bunch of girls, bikini-clad girls. That look fun. Yeah. But we need that in the locker room.
Yeah, they can't be doing that pink in the Mark ain't having that. Mark ain't having that.
No, man, we don't need that. No. Listen.
He's like, I know where to go get some food at. For the shower.
Let's see.
Yeah,
let's see. I'm gonna see if he did sign somewhere. I don't see him on here.
So what we're saying is this use us.
He'll come back for like a week, get fat, bounce for a week.
Wow. Remember that time you didn't come back for a whole day?
Yeah. Kids in the background, a baby crying. I'm glad I don't have kids anymore.
It's pretty,
I got grandkids, but
This one will be one by the time the season starts. Whole one.
I'm trying to see. You said Diggs. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let's see here. All teams available. Nope. And then Stephon Diggs won 20. The projected price is $21 million. Well, no, it's $13 million. Excuse me, $13 million. You want to pay him $13 million? I don't think we have that much stuff to pay him $13 million. Tyreek Hill is still out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I no. I just don't want to see that anymore. And I'm tired of the deep wide receivers coming in and disrupting the locker room. This Scooby got Kershaw as a head coach. This is Spytek second year as a GM. This is the first year for Rob Lynn to be defensive coordinator. So there's a lot of first and seconds going on right now. Do we need that disruption in the locker room? No. You're gonna try to develop a locker room where everything works out. Having somebody come in and disrupt that? No, we don't need all that. No. Sorry. If we got enough, we got 9 receivers. And the draft's coming up. So why are we gonna bring in a guy for $13 million? Because apparently what team was he on?
You said what team was he on?
Well, apparently you did something wrong because Patriots don't even want him. So why should we take their trash? I would. I don't care how good he was. Hell, I'll be back under Renfro if I had to. He's still available. Before I do him. Let's see something here. Yeah, you got a lot of wide receivers out there. If they want to get a veteran wide receiver, they got a lot they can choose from. He's not one of them. No, not like I said, 11 years in the league, so he's kind of old anyway. Well, not really. He's 32, but he's been in the league for 11 years. No. That's a no for me. Anyway, Chewy back yet? I know he was talking. Chewy. Oh, anyway. It's been 2 hours, folks. What do you say? You want to call it wraps, or you still got something else to talk about?
Yeah, no, she's getting stuffy. I'm gonna yeah. She's doing her 5-minute run.
I hear about doing 5-minute rap, Chewy.
You want to spank her? Why you tell her not to go on the food?
See, they got a lot of free agents still out there. Lattimore's still out there. Trevon Diggs is still out there. So both Diggs are not even on teams yet. Stephon and Trayvon not even on teams yet. Dory Jackson's still out there. I mean, after the draft, if they can't draft, most of these guys will get picked up after the draft. So, right now, anyway. So my rant is like this. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna leave the show because I'm gonna go eat. What Raiders are doing right now is simply amazing. It's not a rant. It's observation. What they're doing right now is awful. Hey, what's up, G fam? What they're doing right now is great. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying this. I've never seen an off season like this from the Raiders. I can't remember ever seeing this before. I mean, they signed some good players in the off season in the past, but this whole broad spectrum of what they did by bringing in players, getting Linderbaum, signing linebackers and defensive linemen, all this stuff. What they did was like simply amazing to me. I mean, I haven't seen it. And then it's today, breaking news: they signed Kirk Cousins. I don't know
I don't know what I just don't know. I don't know what to expect this next season. I can't wait to see it. The finished product after this draft. Can't wait to see it. Yeah, that's my 5 minutes. All right, Jason.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say too much yet. You know, due to I thought last year was a step in the right direction. So I just want to see what it all looks together. After the draft, then I'll be a little bit more vocal. But yeah, I'm kind of wait and see mode. So we'll see. I like definitely what we've been doing. I like the Kirk Cousins move. I feel like we need a vet. We need a vet, and I think that I think we did pretty good in getting a pretty good vet that's gonna win us some games too. Also in the process, if he does get a chance to start, but the best case scenario is that Mendoza comes and wows the hell out of everybody, and he gets to start a job. But just in case, we got a quarterback that's done it before at every level. So, we'll see. We'll see.
Chewy, can you talk? Because we're about to end the show. I'm waiting on Chewy if he's gonna come in. All right, well, I don't know. Joey, you there? Can you hear him?
A little bit, but I think he might be tapped out for a second.
All right, well, wait till you come back. Let's see. All right. Well, anyway. All right. Well, I don't know if Chew's coming back, but I'm glad he came in. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap this up. Thanks for coming in. Please hit the likes and subscribe button on the way out the door. Thank you for coming in. We'll see you next time on the show, but we do have a show Sunday morning. We did start up the Sunday morning pillaging show with me and Jason. We're going to talk about the previous week, what happened, what transpired, because it really not too much to talk about. Today was good news. Today was great news. We got the betting quarterback we was looking for, and let's keep moving.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Go Raiders, and we'll see you guys Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific time, on me and Red Nation Jason's Sunday morning building show. All right, we're out.
Yes, sir. Salute y'all. Appreciate everybody.